guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, lovealadijonnaise. I seriously love whenever I say this sentence because it means we have a new episode. Again, welcome back. I'm Feli. I'm extremely happy of having you here again on our new episode in another week. And we're gonna welcome, of course, to Sam.
Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're having nice Friday. Hope you're gonna have an amazing weekend. And I also like when you say the favorite podcast, my love. I like the sentence.
Of course, because it's definitely our favorite podcast. Also, thank you so much, guys, for all the support. The other day, actually, I was telling Sam that I was going to check the host where we have the podcast. And this host has a tiny map of where in the world people listen to us. Apparently, we have someone in Brazil, and we were surprised. Actually, we were very surprised.
Whoever you are, thank you, and to all of our listeners, thank you for the support and your nice comments. And yeah, we just enjoy recording an episode for you, and we like that. We hope that you like listening to them.
Yeah, of course. It's something we really like to do. And well, passing to today's episode, today we were talking and we brought you an episode. It's gonna be actually kind of personal and not actually related to relationships. I think, yeah, you can relate it a bit, but in general, it's like you as an individual and as a person, it's a personal thing. And that is the importance or as we maybe call it, like 3 seconds to find yourself. And this has to be about the importance of finding basically yourself. Sometimes during these crazy times and this kind of rushing life that a lot of people we have, we sometimes forget about who we really are, and we forget about the things that truly makes us happy or used to make us happy. And whenever you realize this, when you are grown up or when years had passed and you have these tiny flashbacks to your past, you just can't avoid smiling. And that's actually when you are finding yourself again.
Oh my god, yes. It happens to me very often that I have those flashbacks and I think about my childhood or when I was a teenager, something like that that used to make me happy. And I'm like, why can't it be like that now? But actually it can. You just need to let yourself technically, or as we would say, find your inner child, let's say like that, and enjoy your moments and like remember who you are, and not like only walking around as a robot doing this, that, and those type of things you need to do, because we're human beings, we have feelings, we need to express ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes I think that we kind of forget to have these moments because, of course, as Sam was saying, we are walking like robots and we forget about what really matters. And I think they also come in unexpected moments. For example, I'm gonna share a bit this story that I have. Sam and me, we went on a trip this past week to my family's house. My second part of the family doesn't live where I live, and of course I remember this place like since I was child and everything. And I remember this moment that she was taking a shower and me, I was already in the apartment and I was looking throughout, the window, watching at the sunset. And suddenly, for a frac of second, I got those. I was explaining some. I call it like chills, but I got a flashback to my childhood, in that place, watching at the sunset, and even like smelling the same smell I used to smell since I was a child. And it felt amazing. I could actually find myself there. I found out that I was being actually very happy in that moment. That it was very simple. It was just watching the sunset, and you can watch the sunset whenever you want and wherever you are in the world. But that specific sunset in that specific moment, that specific city,
in that specific place,
yeah, made it magical. And I started thinking a lot about things that I'm living right now, and maybe projects that I might have in my mind, things that I would like to do, and I'm like, what are you doing wasting your time? Like, those were actually the things that I was thinking. It's like literally like if my inner child was talking to myself and was telling me, Feli, what the hell is going on with you? Like, literally you have so much potential, so many things you can do, and you're just wasting your time. So I don't know, it was like a way of finding myself.
And that's, that is why they say that children have imagination. I mean, children have a lot of imagination, and they think they can do whatever they want, be whoever they want, and that is actually true. But
Yeah.
sadly, when we grow up, and because society tells us like, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can be this person, you won't succeed, and those type of things, we started forgetting that, and we started forgetting the things we thought as children, that everything is possible. We lose our imagination, and at the end of the day, we start wasting our lives where we are not supposed to be. Like you said, you have a lot of potential, and you thought for yourself, dude, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I know. It's actually very impressive. Also, I have another story that happened to me a couple of months ago, but I was watching on YouTube. I love YouTube. Well, we both love
We
YouTube.
all love
Yeah.
YouTube.
We every time that we ask ourselves, I mean, each other, what are we doing? We're like, yeah, I mean, if we are not doing anything, most part of the times we both say, "Oh, I was losing time on YouTube," because we just love YouTube. But I remember a couple of months ago, before Sammy, we were together for this period of time. I was watching a YouTube, and there's this Spanish YouTuber that I like a lot, and he has changed a lot. But the thing is, like, he posts some videos that they are like as they used to be when I was a teenager. And again, I found myself. I literally started watching. I mean, it sounds super stupid, but I was watching this video, and I felt like if I was 14 once again, literally. And I got excited. I seriously got excited, and I felt like if I was literally during those ages, and I loved it.
I know how you feel. It's how I also, for example, feel whenever I go to my aunt's house in Croatia, because I used to spend there every summer, every Christmas, every Easter since I was a child. And every time I return back to that place, to that town where my family is, I'm like, wow, I get so many memories, so many nice memories with my cousins, with my family, especially around Christmas time.
Yeah, of course, also Christmas time has a lot of magic inside during those moments. And I think for everyone, like Christmas is, for me, in my opinion, is the best time of the year.
Oh, yes, I love Christmas. Like, brings you a lot of childhood memories back.
Yeah, but for example, for you, what will be like the keys to find yourself?
I think, as you said, to remind yourself often of things you like to do, of who you want to become, and especially of who you don't want to be. Because like, if you like start turning into a person you don't want to be, or if you're in a job you don't want to be, and if you still have time to get out of it or to change, you start reminding yourself, I don't want this, I want my life to be like that, I want to be that person. And for me, I think it's very important to keep reminding myself.
Yeah, I think it has to be, I see it, that's how I see it, a lot of introspection, because I don't know, I relate it to my current situation that I've been complaining a lot and everything. And I, for example, like with the job situation, not only with me, like with a lot of people, it can be. I remember like when I was a child, and people used to ask me like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I used to say whatever thing. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be, and those things that of course.
I know, me too. Everything. I wanted to be everything.
Yeah, but what I want to say is like we used to dream. We used to dream big. Like, of course, I used to say, oh, I want to be an astronaut because I have always loved the space, planets, and those things. But of course, now that I'm older, I'm like, dude, even if I was good with maths and those things that you need to be good at,
yeah, exactly.
It's not impossible, but it's incredibly hard to be an astronaut because just a couple of people in the whole world. But what I want to say is like we used to dream.
That's what I said, childhood imagination.
Yeah.
Children have a lot of imagination.
A lot of imagination, but still we never stop having that imagination. It's just like we get distracted with other things and we stop imagining so much. But here my question to myself was, why do we stop dreaming? Like, we dream about being astronauts, but we end up working 8 hours on a freaking office without standing up. So, what had changed to make you dream big and accomplish your goals and your dreams to end up in something and somewhere you don't want like to?
Exactly. I think, in my opinion, is like a lot of factors, but mostly is like, I don't know, what I would say is a society, because as soon as people see that you want to become something big or that you dream about something big, or those ones who don't want you to succeed are like, oh, but you can, or why don't you choose that, or why it would be better if you do this. And I think if you have a lot of people saying that around you, you kind of forget, and with that also other responsibilities come, and actually you don't have the time, let's say, to dream.
Yeah, I think here has to be a lot with parents, because I mean, if so, of course, when we're children, we believe everything our parents tell us. So if our parents start telling us, I mean, it wasn't my case. Thanks God, my parents, they always supported my ideas and my crazy dreams and everything. I'm very thankful for that. But also, it's very common that some parents, whenever a child starts saying, oh, mom, I want to be this, I want to be an astronaut, I want to become the president of my country, and they start saying like, oh, no, forget about that, you need to be here, or you need to work on that, or they start telling you, no, that's impossible. The child starts
That's what
believing.
I'm telling you, the society, but not meaning like, of course, yes, other people, but also your closest family and friends. As you said, I've known stories where children had their like dream, what they want to become when they grow up, but their parents, like, they were like, no, either this or nothing. Yeah. Either you become, I don't know, let's say a lawyer, or I'm not gonna sustain you anymore, you get out of the house. Dude, you don't say that to your child.
No, of course not. I mean, it used to be more common in older times.
Yes, but still now we have some cases that are special cases.
No, but very special cases and very sad. But I think it has to be, I mean, relating to what we were talking about, like finding yourself, are those moments that you can actually realize what are you doing with your life. And it's basically like if your inner child was talking to you and telling you, you're doing it wrong. Like,
do it the right way.
Yeah, actually, that's what I felt that day, a couple of days ago, when I was watching the sunset. I seriously felt like the tiny Feli was telling me like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're doing it wrong.
You're wasting your life.
Yeah, you're wasting your life. Well, not your life, but your time. Yeah, you're wasting your time. You need to do something. And then I start remembering, I mean, it has nothing to do with it, but I start remembering like me playing with my cousins there and literally seeing the places where we used to play, I don't know, soccer, because we used to play, and those things. And I'm like, I mean, a lot of things has changed, but at the end, we're still being the same people. And I don't know, I mean, it made me realize about a lot of things. And it hasn't been only the only time that I had felt something like that.
It had happened before.
It had happened before, but
me too.
I don't know. I think it's very important to keep dreaming always. Not because you are teenager or something like that, it means that, okay, I'm still on time, and then you turn 20 and like, no, I need to be an adult, I need to work, I need to find a job. And
no, those were like, those thoughts are horrible. Yeah. You're gonna waste your life and time doing something you don't like. Of course, just like, yes, of course we need to work, we need to earn money, of course, but in a way that you don't waste your life and time doing only that. Yeah. And specifically on in a job that you don't like, that you completely hate.
No, I know. Also, it has, I mean, I always say like this because I have talked to other people, and at this age, they're like, oh, we want to find a job. I mean, a couple of people, they can't. But some others are like, they tell me, or they have told that, oh, but you need to find a established job, like a job that gives you money every month. It's established job, a security job.
Secure job.
But then you see these people, and I include myself and everything, and they're unhappy, and they're like, but then you have another job that it's not secure, but makes you happy. And just because people in society told you, oh no, you need to be on a safe and secure job, you don't move out from there. But then you're gonna spend your life being unhappy. I mean, you can have as many money as you want, but if the job doesn't make you happy, then what?
Exactly. That's what actually what I always ask myself or tell myself is that when I'm 60 years old, I don't want to be that person that says, I worked my whole life and I didn't enjoy my life, and I worked my whole life in a job I didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't want to become that person, and I don't want to be that person.
No, I mean, me neither. I really doubt that there's someone in the world that wakes up every day saying like, I don't want to enjoy my life. I really doubt it. Maybe there are some people that are like
it's
that.
just like
but,
you
well,
don't realize it's like it's not conscious, you're not conscious of it because you're so into the routine that you don't realize that you're actually, maybe you don't like your job, or maybe you're not enjoying the way your life is. And once you're older, you're like looking back, as you said, you have those flashbacks, and you're like, what did I do with my life?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as my mom told me the other day, I was FaceTiming her and my aunt and we were talking. My mom was like, "You need to get a job now when you come home. Now was enough with traveling, with fun."
Yeah.
And then my aunt and me were like, "No," but my aunt was like, "Oh, let her enjoy. She's young. She can work and enjoy her life. Let her be the way she wants to be." Which of course my mom is not like the person that says like, oh, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to have fun. Of course not, but maybe she was saying it but not really meaning it.
I don't know. I think like there, well, as we always say, there should be a balance, and there are jobs that can give you the life you're looking. If you're looking for a life that it's secure and literally based in one place, then it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You like office jobs, it's fine. You don't like office jobs, it's also fine. Exactly. It depends of what do you want for your life. You can be a person that works perfectly being from one place to another, but also you have another person that can work from one place to another. It has to be
in a specific,
point.
place.
It's both of those situations are fine for those both of people, but not the opposite, that you put the person that just can't handle it in the office, you put it in an office, and the person that can work from the distance and from one place to another, you put it to work from one place to another. It's gonna be a disaster.
It's disaster. And also you have people that like routine and people that don't like routine, and that's fine. We're different. It's just like, as you said, put the right person in the right place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we always need to be aware of our lives. How are they going? And always, at least that's how I try to do it every day. Every day, at least I try to stop for 5 minutes to analyze what's going on. How do I feel? And then I continue. Because usually in those 5 minutes, I realize if something's going wrong or not.
Exactly, I agree. You keep track of your life, and what's also very important is don't let society, meaning far away people from you or close people to you, like your family, friends, tell you when you start dreaming about something. Don't let them tell you can't do it, you can't be that one, you shouldn't work here, you should work there. Do what you're dreaming of and do what your inner child, your heart, your whatever inner tells you to do, because that one is right, and only like that you're gonna be happy.
Yeah, we always need to look for that. And just as Sammy's saying, don't let other people tell you what you need to do. And always, seriously, always try to find yourself in those tiny moments. You're gonna have flashbacks and they're gonna make you smile, you'll see.
And if you're currently struggling with your job situation, your life situation, try to go to a place that makes you happy or made you happy as a child, just like you last week, and try to have those flashbacks and memories and those 5 minutes you need, 10 minutes to keep track on your life and see what is going wrong, what is not right, and how can you fix it, how can you make your situation better.
Yeah. And well, guys, that's basically what we had prepared for this week. It was a bit shorter episode, but usually that's how we've been trying to do it. Because also, if we post super long episodes, we know that it's sometimes kind of hard to listen the whole thing right away. So we are trying, if we are only 7 minutes, to do a bit shorter episodes, and we have a guest, we do it a bit longer. So we hope that you had enjoyed a lot this episode and you had found maybe some important information for yourself.
Yes, and as usual, you can find us on Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. You can email us your ideas or DM. And as we always say, we'll be back next weekend with a new episode.
Have fun, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.
Bye bye.